All right, today in class there's a little bit of confusion about rounding decimal points. Here we have a place value chart. We have our ones, tens, hundreds. Here's our decimal point right here. We could follow it down. There'd be a decimal point right here. First place is tenths, hundreds, thousands, and you'll learn about these next year. Don't worry about them right now. But what I wanted to show you, just as a reminder, if you have the number 314.64 and say the instruction said round this to the nearest tens place, TENS. Well, you see there's no TH, so this is in front of the decimals. It's not this one, but it's this one. So I want to round this number to the nearest tens place. So this one right here, I'm going to do something with it. What am I going to do with it? Well, this 4 is going to tell me what to do with it. This is 4 or less, my 1 will rest. 5 or more, my 1 will soar. So since we know this is 4 or less, we're going to keep what's in front of it. Our 1 is going to rest, and everything behind it is going to turn to zeros. So 314 and 64 hundredths rounded to the nearest tens place is 310. Okay? Now, I'm going to find my eraser. Let's try another number. Let's see. Let's try the number 13,261. And I want to round this to the nearest thousands place. So what I have to do first is to find the thousands place. And here's my thousands right here. And I want to round to the nearest thousands. My 3 is in the thousands place. I'm going to do something with this 3, and the 2 is going to tell us what to do with it. The 2 meets the 4 or less criteria, so our 3 will rest. So to round this number to the nearest thousands, we have 1, 3, 0, 0, 0. Everything behind it turns to zeros. 13,000. Everything in front of the number stays the same. Everything behind it turns to zeros. And really, that's not too different than what the decimals are. Let's say we had a number 25 and 34 hundredths. Let's say we wanted to round this to the nearest tenths. Well, first of all, we have to find the tenths place, and here's our tenths place right here. So we're going to do something to this number, and this number is going to, one beside it is going to tell us what to do. That 4, this is 4 or less, so our 3 will rest. Just like a while ago when we were over in these big numbers, everything in front stays the same. We do something with 3, everything behind it turns to zeros. So that would be 25 and 0.3 or 30 hundredths. Either one is the same. What if you had, let's see, let's get a new one. If I can get this erased. 1 and 37 hundredths. And I want to round it to the nearest tenths. What would I do? First thing I have to do is find the tenths. Know that I'm going to do something with that 3. And my 7 is going to tell me what to do with that 3. The 7 meets the 5 or more let it soar criteria. So I'm going to keep my 1. My 3 is going to bump up to a 4, and everything behind it turns to 0. So $1.37, you might as well say, rounds up to the nearest tenths. It's $1.40 or 1 and 4 tenths. Okay. So let's try something else. Let's try another one. Let's try 25.46. Let's round this one to the nearest tenths. Again, we find our tenths place value, which is right there. Know that we're going to do something with this 4. The 6 is going to tell us what to do with it. So 6 6 meets the 5 or more criteria, so our 4 is going to soar. So to round this number to the nearest tenths, that 4 will soar because this is 5 or more. Our number is going to be 25 and 50 hundredths, or 5 tenths, either way you want to call it. Now, what if we wanted to round this number? We still have working with the same number. What if I wanted to round it to the nearest tens? Remember, this does not have a THS, so this is something different. Where's my tens place? It's not that one. That's got the THS on it. Here it is, tens place. My 2 is in the tens place. So if I want to round the same number to whatever's in the tens place, this is what I'm going to have to look at. And again, the number to the right is going to tell me what to do with it. So 25.46, this meets the 5 or more, so our 2 will soar. It's going to bump up to a 3. And everything behind it turns to zeros. So the same number can be rounded in 2 ways. If you round it to the nearest tenths, it's 25.50. If you round it to the nearest tens, it's 30. Hope this helps.